Hey everybody, it's Redbeard with isitrecordable.com, Safeopedia.com, and AccuStatsUSA.com. Have you ever thought about how it's strange how finance groups will count their measures in the positive? You know, they'll count, whatever their revenues were for that year, and they'll set goals to increase that revenue. You know, the amount of revenue a company makes is a measure of the company's success, is it not? And they'll say, hey, we had this much success this year, next year let's have X% more success. And in safety, the common thing to do is to take that concept of measuring your success and flip it over and invert it. Just flip it over and put it on its head. In safety, it's really common to say, we had this many failures this year, we had this many recordable injuries this year, so let's have fewer recordable injuries next year. And it's really wonky. It's a very strange way to approach it. It's very anti-intuitive. It's a non-intuitive way of driving action. It's sort of like if you have a waiter or a waitress and your cup is empty, you would tell the waitress, hey, could you please fill the glass up, add to my glass, right? You wouldn't say, hey waiter or waitress, could you please remove the negative space from my glass so I can have less negative space? No one thinks like that. It doesn't make any sense. So, finding ways to turn that tide, to measure things in the positive, not only will help drive positive action and valued behaviors, but it's also a more intuitive way of thinking about safety. It's about filling the holes. Like the Swiss cheese model. Is everybody familiar with the Swiss cheese model? You have several layers of Swiss cheese with holes all over the place. You want to fill those holes. Well, that's a measure in the positive. You're trying to close your gaps, right? So that's the more intuitive way of approaching safety. Not this nonsense of let's fail less. It makes no sense.